Hey guys, Drifter here. I got up all bright and early this morning so that I could be among the first group of people to play the Vengeance map pack for Black Ops 2. This is the most recent downloadable content, but instead of talking about this content, which I definitely will be talking about, though not at first today, I want to talk about the freefall map that was announced for Call of Duty Ghosts. This is a pre-order bonus. If you pre-order this, you get this on day one, kind of like Nuketown 2025 with Black Ops 2 here. However, it is also telling in that it reveals some of Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer, how it's going to play, how it's going to look. And I've got some artwork or some concept art from it, mind you, that a lot of you probably haven't seen, or if you have seen, definitely not in the quality and resolution. I got some information about that. I'm going to be talking about this map pack too, going to let you know if it's worth your money or not. The gameplay that you're seeing right now is me using a suppressed peacekeeper, I know it's important, whatever, with a quick draw handle. I believe I'm using lightweight and ghost, just kind of staying off the map and flanking people a lot on Cove. Cove is probably my favorite of the new maps, along with Uplink. Uplink's a little bit harder to play in Black Ops 2 than it was in Black Ops 1 because the guns are somewhat different. This one has a very good open feel to it, the other one's not so much, and I'm going to get dogs twice. Not sure if I'm going to go through both gameplays of the dogs because it takes a little bit, and the dogs unfortunately aren't that impressive of a kill streak. They just, I'm swapping over to Swarm because I just don't get very many kills with the dogs. But anyway, let's talk about the freefall map with Call of Duty Ghosts. Like I said earlier, this is a pre-order bonus. They're trying to encourage pre-orders at GameStop or Amazon or whatever. So whenever you pre-order the game, you'll get this on day one. And I've got a press release here, and Free For All is described as a shattered skyscraper on the brink of collapse. It's sideways, and it continues to fall as you play through the map. It's talking about elevator shafts being sideways, and the floor of this particular map is glass. You have to run across the glass floor, and people can shoot the glass floor, and you'll fall through and die, kind of like the map in Battlefield. But let's stop this particular dog's gameplay. It gets a little bit campy and skip over to some concept art. Now, this one you probably saw on the Xbox dashboard. You can clearly see the sideways skyscraper falling down as it goes, and the helicopter under it. That looks more like CGI work. I don't think the actual map will play like that. The actual map is probably going to look somewhat more like this bit of artwork here, and you can see how you have to walk on the floors that are glass, and you can see how there are people shooting each other. It looks like a very tight, clustery map, and if you look on the left side up there, it appears to be maybe an upper area that you can get into, and I would imagine that you're kind of split into 2 or 3 levels on this map, and that's divided by the floors. You can see the sideways palm trees, so you would have to jump in like a sideways stairwell and go down to the next floor, or blow a hole in the wall or something like that. And it's definitely interesting looking. I don't think a lot of you have seen this particular piece of artwork in the resolution that I've got going on here. Let's get back to the gameplay because you can only stare at that for so long, but it's described as a close quarters map. Also, supposedly, as the skyscraper falls, there are shock waves that destroy the map and change the terrain. So not only is your elevation changing as it slides, but you'll hit a shock wave, which will screw everything up, and it'll also change the layout of the map. Shorter, taller, more stuff knocked around, your cover is going to change. So instead of there being a simple map, this is called a dynamic map, which is a big quote from Mark Rubin down here in the press release about how dynamic maps are going to be the next big thing in Call of Duty Ghosts, which is something that I may or may not have kind of sort of talked about in my Jan Olden Call of Duty Ghost leak video, wink wink wink. You can check that out ages ago. I'm still kind of happy about that. But it talks about that it disrupts your sight lines, like the old sight lines are gone, new cover's there, and you have new things that you can blow up and interact with, and that this is what they really want to push in the future of the maps. They don't want the static maps like the Vengeance map pack here. Now the Vengeance map pack is kind of fun. Definitely, I like the look of it. It's a solid map pack, but it doesn't change a whole lot. There's no ways to interact with the map, and this is something that they really want to push here in Ghosts. I've talked about Ghosts for a bit. Let's talk about the Vengeance map pack for now. I've played all of the maps. Among them, I don't like Rush. I believe Rush is the name of the one with the paintball course. Way too clustery, and I know a lot of players like those clustery kind of maps, but I just do not like Rush at all. Uplink or Summit is very solid. It still has a summity kind of look for it, but like I said before, it doesn't play quite as easily as Summit, or probably just because I can't use the Kimbo Scorpions. I'm not as good at it. The other one, was it Downturn? Not Downturn. What's the Detour? Yes, the large one where you play on a bridge is by far the biggest of the maps. Even though it's a big map, it doesn't really look that big because there's a lot of cover, there's a lot of concealment, and there's a lot of alternate paths to take. Either on the top level, there's a kind of sort of mid-level, there are these weird pipes you can jump on the side and flank around, and the underground, of course. It's actually more of a shotgun or submachine gun heavy map, and it's extremely flank heavy, so you do need to be aware of that. I'm gonna say this map pack is, I'm gonna be the bad guy. I'm gonna say it's not quite as fun as the last one. I really like the last one with firing range and dinosaurs. Solid map pack. If you've got the content for free or discounted, go ahead and download it. None of these maps are particularly bad, but it didn't quite impress me like the last one. Unfortunately, I haven't played Buried yet. I'm going to be doing that later today. I'll probably be doing that in the manner of a live stream. Hopefully it's fun. Haven't played the ray gun yet. I could use some more gun DLC, you know, but it's overall solid. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. I hope you enjoyed the information, and I'll see you later today. Drifter out.